Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Mini Talk Show, and I'm Pinashi, your host. As we all know, as parents, we always have a lot of queries regarding what to feed our children, whether it's nutritious or not, whether they are healthy or not. Are my parents and children going to like those? We have a lot of questions, and we really do need an answer. Though internet has got a lot of things coming up, but then we are still skeptical about whether we should go ahead. So we have invited a guest in our show today, who is a nutritionist and a lifestyle manager, who's also she has done her certification in health nutrition and dietetics, clinical nutrition, sports nutrition, and weight management. Please welcome Shweta Jain, who will be helping us to solve give all answers to our questions.
Yeah. Hello, Pinashi. How are you doing?
I'm good, Shweta. How are you?
I'm good. And a very warm welcome to all our viewers out there.
Our viewers are parents who are always worried about क्या खिलाए अपने बच्चों को, it's always like that. Seriously. Mothers are like that, I guess. Anyways, so do you come across
Yes, yes.
children's nutrition, anything related to children's nutrition in your professional life?
Yes. A couple of children are there. And yes, now as the lockdown has started and all the hostel wale children, they are back home. And mothers have been pampering them enough. And now suddenly they are realizing that yes, the child is putting on weight and no activity is also happening. So yeah, they're coming to me now. So it's going on.
Okay, so the first and the foremost question is we always see our children being underweight. Okay, yes, some of them are underweight. We cannot deny that. So what we do is like we keep on feeding them. We keep on giving them a lot of snacks. So do you think that's the right thing we are doing?
No. See, if your child is severely malnourished and usko protein deficiency बहुत ज़्यादा है, या he's too weak to do his own things on his own, then you need to worry. But otherwise, see, I would like to emphasize that weight is just a number. There are other parameters as well. Like if is your child alert enough? Like if you throw a ball at him, is he able to catch it, yeah, dodge it? And then how he is in his activities, like he's able to cope up with his studies well, and he likes to play out, and he's emotionally bonding with everyone around. So these are other parameters, and if he is okay with all that, then you don't need to worry. And yes, overfeeding is never good for anyone. Yes, not even for children.
So, and coming to toddlers, they are very active. Okay, so they're always on the run. Uh, Whatever protein that we serve in the daily needs. So, what do you consider it as the benchmark that this is enough protein they are having for a day?
Okay. See, protein का ऐसा है कि we adults require 1 gram of protein as per our ideal body weight. So that comes to a lot. But with children, as they are small, they require, and they are in their growing phase, so they require more than 1 gram of per ideal body weight जो होना चाहिए उनका. So, but since their ideal body weight is also less, so the total protein requirement now which comes down around is not really very high. So if they are having 3 balanced meals in a day, the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, in between healthy snacks and some drinks, so it is perfectly okay. That will suffice their protein wale needs. Yes, and for non-vegetarians, there is egg, then there is chicken, there is lean fish. All these are good enough. And for the vegetarians, again, there are nuts and seeds, the dals, the legumes, and yes, the green leafy vegetables also are rich in protein. So if you are balancing these and including all of these in their day-to-day diet, so no need to worry about the protein intake. Yes.
Okay. And sometimes some kids they refuse to have their breakfast. So, what solutions do you provide to their mothers?
Okay. See, what happens generally is ki the the child, he's eating late in the night, say around 8, or by 9 he's having his dinner. So itna late dinner karne se, and then they go off to sleep. So there is undigested food in his system, and by the time in the morning he wakes up, it is still there in its undigested form. So it hasn't been able to release that energy. So he's tired and he's not feeling like eating, and he's feeling bloated and heavy in the stomach. So he refuses to have breakfast. So let it be, let his system clean out, let him roam about a bit, let him go about his daily activities, and no child is going to stay hungry. So let him come forth and ask for his breakfast, then you can feed him then. So don't never force a child. It's okay.
So you were just mentioning about late dinner. So what is the ideal time to have dinner?
Okay. See, now we are part of nature. Our body is aligned with the rising and the setting time of the sun. So as with sunset, what happens? Ki jo organs hote in our system, the liver, the pancreas, they start slowing down. The enzymes they produce, which is very much essential for the digestion of the food which we have eaten, also slows down. So lesser enzyme means the digestion process is going to take a much longer time, more undigested food in our system. This will lead to the tiredness, the fatigue in our system, and again so energy release nahi hogi food se. So it's better ki if before the sun sets the dinner is over, after that the child can enjoy a fruit or some milk or anything like that which is not really very heavy on his system, and then he can go off to sleep. That's totally fine.
Here I have a question. It's like just as you mentioned that we can serve them a food. So is it that food should always be taken before sunset or should not be taken after sunset? Is there any myth? Is it a myth or it is really true that we shouldn't be serving them with food in the evening?
See, what happens generally ki raw cheesing, agar whatever is raw, if you have it before 12 or 12:30 noon, so what happens, it digests best in the system, because fruit is so light ki it requires very little enzymes to be digested. Now along with the fruit, if you're eating something heavy, so more enzymes would be produced in your stomach, and the fruit which requires very little enzyme, it would be totally like sort of burned out. So uska जो आपने खाया, that goes wasted sort of. So fruit is best ki if you have it separate from your main meals. Now agar dinner is done by 6, matlab it's done, it's closed by 6, then around 8:30 you can give a fruit to your child, because that time again the stomach would be empty, so that is still okay. That's not a problem, but just keep it separate away from the main meals, because that's
Okay.
the issue.
Okay. Okay. So here another thing is like when you say that about just bedtime thing, you can give them a snack or anything like that or milk. So sometimes the kid doesn't want to have milk, but they take curd regularly, okay, to lunch, or they take cheese. They like having cheese or butter or any milk dairy products. So, is there anything as such that they should be having milk every day, even if they don't like?
No, see, it's not actually the milk which they should be having every day. What is there in the milk? We are looking at milk because of its protein content, the calcium, and all that. So, agar we are getting these from other sources, then actually milk is not really required. We just need to see that everything is coming in the child's diet in a balanced way. Now, milk has its own story again. So, agar you are getting the milk from ethically sourced cows, मतलब कि cows those who are grass fed, जिनको hormones के injection नहीं देते हैं to boost up the milk production, then that milk is really healthy for your child. But the moment many of them, just to the boost the milk ka quantity, they give hormone injections to the cows, so that hormones come in the milk as well. Now when the child is having that milk, he will develop hormonal issues. So you need to really check out from where you are sourcing your milk. And again, if it's the packaged milks or the milk coming in the tetra packs and all, now they are pasteurized milk, so unka shelf life zyada rehta hai. So for pasteurization, the milk is heated to a very high point. Jab wo hota hai, so what happens, many of the vitamins and minerals present in the milk, they are lost. So again, it really doesn't work that way. Yes, protein is intact, no doubt about that. So but really it is, we need to see from where we are sourcing our milk. And again, the child, if he is having curd also in place of milk, that is also perfectly fine. No issues about that.
Okay. And regarding fluid, kids they prefer fruit juices or drinks, cold drinks or anything as such over water.
Yeah.
So how do we encourage them to have water?
See, for encouraging water intake of the child, what you need to do ki they always go for something colorful or something fancy. So get them a fancy bottle wherein you can store the water and keep it within their range, so that they can take it by themselves on their own and have keep sipping on it throughout the day. So, and again, a little effort on the part of the parents. Do not give them water along with their meals or immediately after the meals. Now make it a habit ki half an hour post the meals, make them drink half a glass of water. If they do it, regularly for some time, then the child themselves, they've developed this habit and they will take it on their own later on.
So another thing is like they're very fond of junk. So if we are giving them the same thing, a pizza which we are getting it in the market, we are making it at home and we're giving it to them. So do you still consider it as a junk?
No, see, junk is something which is unhealthy. Now, the pizza itself is not really unhealthy. What is unhealthy in the pizza is the maida with which it is made. So, if you can make the pizza base at home using whole wheat flour, add some ragi or some other, wheat wala, emmer wheat hota hai, sprouted wheat atta hota hai. Anything you can make, out of these, if you can make the pizza ka base and toppings, the vegetables and all are there, all healthy goes into it. So, no harm with the pizza. But now, who is introducing this pizza to the kids? It's the parents themselves. They need to go out for a movie, so it's easy dinner. Let's order a pizza. We need to leave the child home. Let's order a pizza for him, and we can go to a friend's place. So, parents, please take this matter seriously. A little effort on your part. Yes, try making their favorite things at home. Everything can be done, at home and can be made using healthy ingredients which won't cause havoc to your child's system. Don't let them go this way. And parents are the best example for their kids. The child blindly follows what the parents are doing. So if we eat a pizza in front of them, we open a packet of chips and relish it, ki nahi, aaj to it's a get together, or aaj it's a special occasion, let's get some cool drink. So what message are we giving it to the children? Yes, you need to celebrate through these ways. No, no, there are other ways to celebrate, not this way. Just send the right message to them, please.
Okay. So, what about popcorn or what about biscuits? Are they? Can we serve them as snacks and light snack every day, or we can have it once a while?
See, again, the thing is how it is made. Now, popcorn, if you are getting the corn kernels and using ghee to pop them in the pressure cooker or however you make it, so that can be a healthy snack for your child. But getting the ready wala the corn mix and you put it in the cooker and they pop up, so that is really not good. The corn has been put into that oil mix from such a long time, and again the oil they are using, those are hydrogenated fats which they are very sticky if you touch them and see. So they will go in this way in your system also, stick to the intestines, and later on, abhi to they are kids, they are growing, their energy level is high, they won't feel it. Later on, we find key issues are coming, like early onset of cholesterol, high BP and all. Why? Because all of these hydrogenated fats are being deposited in their system from a very young age. So we need to check key what is going. Every food can be made, but in a proper way. So use your own ingredients, use the best you have, because see, you are what your body is, and agar body hi healthy nahi rahegi, you won't be able to do anything or enjoy anything which you have been working towards so hard. That's it.
So generally, what happens is most of the kids are very picky eaters. They're always in a high spirit and they can't sit at one place and have their food. So what as parents we do is like we uh, uh, we bribe them with a cartoon show and we feed them and we let them finish it up as soon as possible. So do you think that's a healthy practice in part of the parents? What we are doing?
No, that is not at all a healthy practice. See, it is not what you are feeding your child. Most important is how your child is absorbing what you are feeding him. Apne best healthy khana usse bana ke you have made him feed, showing a fancy cartoon show and all that. But do you know that when we are watching a TV, our digestive system slows down मतलब almost जैसे by 50% it is cut off. So again the same thing, it won't be digested well. Now what is not digested will never be absorbed by the body, it will be excreted out as it is. So it is better कि अगर बच्चा टीवी नहीं देखते हुए, if he's even if he's eating less but a healthy nutrient dense meal, that would work really more for him, rather than a bowl full of healthy meal watching a TV, because that's not really absorbed by his system. So doesn't really work that way. So keep him off gadgets, off TV, engage in a healthy conversation, talk to him, keep him happy, and then make him feed. Again, it is all extra efforts on the part of the parents, but
I know
yes,
it's quite a
agar
difficult task.
I know, but agar from an early age only, you inculcate such little habits, na, so you'll find कि as they are growing up, na, so they would take it in their stride, and this would be their daily habit. Then you won't need to worry about any issues about them. Yeah.
और हम लोग में ऐसा होता है ना कि जो भी प्लेट में दे दो वो बच्चे को खत्म करना ही है, irrespective of उसको भूख लगे नहीं लगे. We become very strict on that. So do you think we should actually be so strict with that, और हम उसको थोड़ा थोड़ा देके उसको उसका प्लेट क्लियर करें? What do you suggest?
Yes, again, see, asking your child to clear his plate is not really say a good idea. See, what we are doing, the stomach is like an elastic. So, ठीक है, बच्चा है, he has taken, by wrongly, he has taken more food on his plate. But rather than asking him to finish it off and expanding his, stomach and eating capacity, and then again disrupting his hunger and satiety hormones, is not really going to work well with in the long run. So what you do, just teach him ki today you have to take in more. See, the food is going waste. Someone else could have had it. Tomorrow, what you do, take little portions. If you are hungry, take again. It's the food is all there in front of you. But try eating what is there in your plate. But take little at a time. But never force feed them. Never.
Okay. So you say that we shouldn't force feed, or we shouldn't blackmail them to finish off their food.
Yeah. Actually, you should never let them go by their hunger. Let them enjoy what they are eating. That will transcend beautifully in their body.
But sometimes parents do complain कि मेरा बच्चा तो दिन भर कुछ ही नहीं खाया. Sometimes does it happen actually कि बच्चे को कुछ भी नहीं खाने को मन कर रहा है for the whole day? They didn't feel like having it.
Yeah, see, it happens with अगर अपन adults को देखो, at times even we feel the same way कि आज we are not एकदम able to. So it can happen with kids also, but they are not able to explain actually what's happening with them. See, now kids are hyperactive. On some days might be they are in a lazy mood. Yeah, some they are not emotionally very stable. Ki aaj chalo, they are emotionally sad, so they didn't engage in any activity. तो उतना तो fat burn उनके body में उतना हुआ ही नहीं है, energy use ही नहीं हुआ, so they are not really hungry. So it is okay. And the parents who complain ना कि मेरा बच्चा is not having anything, like those parents, if you see ki every half an hour to 1 hour they go with something to their kid. Okay, you didn't have anything earlier, try this. Okay, now you didn't have at that time, that also, now try this, I've made this for you. So if you keep on taking every half an hour, 1 hour some little food to you, might be those food are all healthy, how will the child eat it? Let him rest, let his systems come down to normalcy, let him be himself. Let him skip a meal, कुछ नहीं होगा one time meal skip करने से, it's okay, but go by his hunger always. Yes.
Okay. And one of the most important thing is the sweet tooth of the kid. Okay, pastries they get अरे वाह, so anyways, और मिठाई भी it's like we can उसमें भी sugar होता है. So is sugar healthy, or we can also substitute sugar? Of course we cannot substitute a lot of cuisines, but still, is it possible that we can substitute sugar?
Yes, see, sugar, what happens, sugar leads to a sudden spike in the, blood sugar levels. So वो जैसे spike लेता है, तो the child will become, hyperactive. And then वो sudden drop भी वैसे ही लेगा. So now this spike and this drop, this will create fatigue in the child. And plus sugar plays havoc with the immune system. Just one glass of cold drink, it has around 5 to 7 teaspoons of sugar in it. And if you are having your child is having a glass of cool drink for that matter, so it will dip his immunity for the next 7 to 8 hours. So what are we exposing our children too. It's not really a good idea just to satisfy that sweet craving. But yes, now सबको salty नहीं पसंद है, they have this tendency कि नहीं कुछ मीठा चाहिए. So there are healthy examples. Now jaggery is there, जो गुड़ अपन बोलते हैं. So most of the things, even cakes and pastries, can be made out of jaggery. In fact, jaggery cakes are very much in these days, and a lot of bakers are making it also on order. Then there is stevia. Stevia is a natural plant, and it is so sweet ki even just a little bit of the leaf, if you pluck and put it in your tea or your milk or whatever you're having, so it will give a very sweet enhancing taste to it. So you can have that. Now stevia comes in powdered form, also in droplets also. You can use that. These are natural sugars. Now the maple syrup is there, then the agave syrup is there. So these are all plant based plant-based sweet things. So when you add these to your whatever you're making, suppose you're making even rasgullas can be made out of जैसे गुड़ के बनते हैं. So everything can be made out of it. Every what you call the halwas you make, it can be made out of jaggery, out of any of these sweetness. These would be satisfying your child ka sweet cravings and protect them from the hazards of sugar.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shweta. Just before we leave, we just need to get some tips regarding healthy tiffin ideas. So can you just give us some tips regarding that?
Yes. See, tiffin वैसा होना चाहिए कि see, now you are not there to see what your child is eating. ठीक है. So tiffin should be वैसा कि the child can eat it, without a fuss, and should be, fulfilling in all ways. So suppose you can make, chilas जैसे है, तो dal chilas, and you can mix some ragi or some healthy flour into it. So you can make chilas with ghee out of it. Then along with it, do not give the child packaged sauces and all that. You can make roast tomatoes and make healthy salsa kind of dips along with it, or the green mint chutney would also do with it. You can give this. Then the stuffed parathas, you can make paneer stuffed parathas, sattu stuffed parathas, vegetable stuffed parathas, any of the parathas. So they can just roll it and have it, so no hassle for them, nothing to be dirtied, and so it's good enough. And yes, for nuts are very healthy. Yeah, when you can give some dry fruits and nuts in their tiffin, that is fine. But for toddlers, I would advise do not give them, because those are very small. So they while eating, many toddlers they play with it also, and if it goes up their nose and if no one is watching, so it can be a hazard for them. So unke liye nahi, but the elder wala, you can give a handful of nuts, and you can give anything which is wholesome in its own way. So that would be perfectly okay.
You have mentioned about a cereal called ragi. For us, it's a very new thing, ragi. So can you put some light over this cereal?
Yeah, see, ragi is a millet now. It has come up in light now these days, because earlier the nutrition pe dhyan bhi nahi deta tha. Now ragi is very rich in iron, calcium, and several other minerals, and it is very light on the system. Unlike जैसे जो wheat होता है, that is heavier on the system. Ragi is very light, and it is dense in minerals, which is not present in the wheat. So अगर थोड़ा we include it in the child's diet somehow, either mixing it with the dough or any batter you're making, or just you can just up gravy बना रहे हो, suppose of some curry you're making the gravy, so little you can add it to the gravy for the thickening also, and for the for the nutrients also. So that can be done. Any house you can use it. You can make also rotis out of it, and yes, biscuits also out of ragi, and that can be a healthy snack for the children as well.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shweta. We have some queries actually when we had put up your thing on our WhatsApp. So we have got some queries. I just wanted to share this with you because they must be watching this show.
Yeah.
One question is, she said she's from grade 7. She said, I regularly practice Zumba, dance, and gymnastics, but get fatigued very soon. So I request for advice to increase my energy level.
Okay. See, now it is key you are into too much of activity. So you need to see primarily what you are having, your pre-workout and your post-workout, what you are eating. See, it's never advisable to engage in any form of physical activity on an empty stomach. Then you won't have that energy level. So have something which is, light, like you can just have a banana, then go for your exercise. And the moment you have finished your exercise, come back and have some protein-rich food or a drink, so that would keep your energy levels high. Again, you need to check on other levels as well. might be you are low on the iron level, you have low hemoglobin levels, that can keep you fatigued. Then again, late night dinners can keep you fatigued. Then if you're not sleeping well, see, children have their the grade 7s now, they are new to the mobile world and new to the the iPads and Insta and everything. So if you are the one of those who are late into the night, you're scrolling up your gadgets and all, so that would leave you fatigued. You need a good night's sleep. You need to check on your iron levels. You need to eat healthy. You do not need to skip your breakfast. And yes, your pre and post workout, whatever you're having, if you look at that, that would take care of everything. Yes.
Another question was from a kid's mother whose kid is 14 years old. She asked, please let me know the nutrition list of a 14-year-old girl's child to stay fit and improve brain power.
Okay, see, now brain cells are generally made up of fats. So now there are good fats and there are bad fats. Now good fats में आ जाते हैं your nuts and seeds, like your almonds, figs, walnuts, then your coconut oil, your ghee. So try including these as much as you can in your child's diet. And the name is fat, but it actually doesn't make you fat. This is just a misconception. Now the bad fats are the refined oils, जैसे the refined oils होता है, जो hydrogenated fats होता है, जो अपन डालडा बोलते हैं, which is used in the processing of biscuits होता है, samosas होता है. So they use this to give it that puffy shape to the dough and all. So try avoiding such things and include healthy fat in your child's diet. And yes, she's 14 years old, so yeah, she's about to at the puberty age she is. So give her iron rich food as well. So you can give her dates, you can give her monacos, raisins, then figs is there, then yes, the ragi is there, and all the red fruits and veggies like the beetroot, tomatoes, all of these. So agar blood rush acha rahega, then yes, because blood is the base of everything and it rushes to the brain as well. So nutrients will be carried very much, to the brain and the entire body circulation agar acha rahega, so that would do well for her. Yes.
And do you have any tips for the parents to take care of their nutrition level of the kids?
See, parents के लिए I would just say कि just be the best role model for your kids. Take a plate, finish your meal, and eat whatever is there on your plate. Now keep it healthy. Some carbs is there. Then take the vegetable का जो amount है, take more of it. The dals, and if it's a non-veg thing, whatever you have, take that. It should be a balanced meal, and always add some raw ghee to all your cereals. Supposingly you're eating rice also, pour some raw ghee over it. Supposingly if it's such a chapati, then pour some ghee over it. So agar balanced way mein you are eating in front of your child, and yes, I would always suggest ki always eat with your child, not ki you are eating later your child. At least agar all the meals is not possible, then in a day at least one meal, let the child see you and eat with you. This will develop a special bond between you two, and he will see ki how to eat the food, what to eat and what not to eat, and what you're avoiding, what you're taking more. So that is more important. And yes, mothers, please take that extra effort to prepare everything homemade for your child. He is in his growing age, the child is in the growing age, so his body is being made now with whatever you are feeding him. तो आप अगर सारा अच्छा उसको फीड करा रहे हो, so he would be off diseases when he reaches the age of 20, 25, 30. So he would be able to be stay off medication for a long time. So build his base strong. That's what. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Shweta, for putting up so much of light on the nutrition part of kids. We actually think that हम लोग जो कर रहे हैं, हमारे parents ने हमको जो बस सिखाया है, जो करना था. So it so happens कि कभी-कभी हम लोग ज़्यादा सोच लेते हैं, and we should be very cool about it, I guess, and just should know that we always have to serve them the most healthy things, in their plate. That's what matters. Anyway, if parents, if you have any queries regarding nutrition part, you can always book an appointment with Shweta. We are giving her number on the screen. You can give them a call directly, and if you miss this number, you can always give us a call at Mini Clubhouse, and we will just refer your name. Thank you so much, Shweta, for being with us, and thanks everyone for watching us. If you like our show, just please hit the like button and definitely share our video. Thank you so much for today. Goodbye.
Thank you, Pinashi, for having me here. Thank you.